My name is Inea.
And are you natural now or are you transitioning now?
I'm transitioning now.
And how long have you been transitioning?
I think I got my last perm in April of 2012.
And what made you decide to transition?
Well, I had just lost my job, and so my money was limited, and I knew it was going to cost like $80 to get a perm, and I didn't know if I wanted to spend the money on that, So I was like, I don't have to get a perm. I've been without a perm for years before I had my perm, so I just figured, if I wanted to get one, I could ask you to put one in. And
Mm-hmm.
if it felt the need to get my hair permed again, then I would just go ahead and do it. But I didn't really feel the need, so I just didn't.
And do you have plans in the near future to how long do you plan on transitioning?
Well, actually, on March 16th, right? March 16th, I will be getting my big, quote unquote, big chop.
Are
And
you excited? How do
I'm
you feel
very
about it?
excited. I'm very tired of the permed ends. For those of us with transitioning hair, sometimes your ends will get knotty. The permed hair will get knotted. Your natural hair will be easy to comb, and it's right till you get to where the perm is, and then it knots up, and it's really very difficult to care for. So it'll be a relief to not have to deal with it anymore.
And while you were transitioning, what were some styles that you used? A lot of transitioners always wonder, like, what are some styles and some products that they can use to help the transition go a little more smoothly?
I was a big fan of the twist out because I could wear the twisted hair down first, and then when I was tired of that, I could just take it out and it would be all curly and nice. And it was probably the easiest. I think I did that the whole entire summer, actually.
And explain how you wore a twist out with relaxed ends.
Well, a lot of times, what you'll do is you'll twist your hair down all the way back, and then on the ends, you put hair rollers to make the ends curl because your ends are straight and they resist the curl. So if you curl them on the end, it'll be curly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some of the products that you use to make your transition easy?
Mostly, I have water, hair grease, maybe Talia Scrubs and Butters, one of her butters, and just hair gel, probably Eco Styler, and that's it.
That sounds like a nice, easy routine.
It is a
Do you
very
think
easy
that
routine.
things might have to change once you go ahead and cut your relaxed ends off, or do you feel like that's a product regimen that could probably still work for you?
Actually, I think it'll work really well. It'll probably be easier. I'll have to do less, probably use less gel because the ends will curl on their own. I won't have to force it. So I
Yes.
don't think it'll take nearly as much effort and frustration. Arms get tired combing your hair back like this. I won't have to do all that. It'll be nice. I'm excited.
And what hair style are you presently wearing?
Right now, my hair, after I wash it when it's still wet, I'll just section it in big sections and I'll plait it. And since it's still perm, put curlers on the ends. And then when it's dry in the morning, I just take off the curlers and break it up and fluff it out.
And how many days between washes can you usually go?
I'm really very active, so I tend to sweat a lot. So I'll have to at least maybe twice a week on Wednesday and Sunday do my hair again. But if I'm not doing anything that week, I can usually go a whole week before having to do it again.
And do you feel like any trepidation at all or any anxiety about when you finally take your relaxed ends off? Do you feel like you have support?
I do. I do. I mean, for me, going natural wasn't like a movement. It wasn't, a statement. I wasn't trying to, I just didn't feel like getting my hair permed. It was cheaper, and it's my hair, and I'll do what I want with it. So getting the ends cut off will be a relief because it's more work now having that partially conditioned hair. I mean, partially permed hair and partially natural hair. But it's really not like some big thing for me. It'll just be cute, I think.
Okay,
That's the point.
sounds good. And what kind of advice would you give anyone who may be considering making a longer term transition as opposed to a big chop? What are some of the things they need to maybe look out for, or maybe things that might be helpful for them as far as advice?
Protein. If you are transitioning your hair and you're not thinking of cutting it anytime soon, then you want to maintain the condition of your permed hair. Your natural hair will probably be more healthy just in general. And now that your permed hair is growing out, it's going to be weaker than your natural hair. So you're going to make sure that you take care of those protein bonds that were stripped when you had your hair permed. Be gentle with it when you're combing it. You can't just pull that comb through. You have to be very careful when your hair knots. Take the time to unknot it before you wash your hair. Make sure that you've separated it and you've done as much as you can to keep it from getting too knotty when you wash it. And when the water's running, try to run your fingers through it. Just be gentle with it. Love your hair. Or
Okay.
you'll pay for it later when your arms hurt because you've been like this for 45 minutes trying to untangle it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.